Hello everyone, I'm glad to be here with you today. I'd like to quickly introduce myself. I'm Himani Nizari from Mary College from BBS 6th semester. So now let's begin with the presentation. So we are going to start with ETOP analysis and SWOT analysis of the company Patanjali. So first let's talk about some points about Patanjali company. Patanjali was started by Baba Ramdev, which has become nightmare for all FMCG companies operating in India as the firm has started eating all the market share. It was started in year 1995 with the aim of popularizing yoga. Baba Ramdev started teaching yoga through small camps and shivris. Also in 1997, Baba Ramdev and Acharya Balakrishna incorporated Patanjali Ayurved Limited, which has corporate headquarters in Haridwar, an ancient Indian city on the banks of Ganges River in Uttarakhand. Now let's get some key information about Patanjali, about the company, how it founded, number of employees, its revenue, its CEO, headquarters, and also profits before taxes. Now next comes the ETOP analysis. That means environmental threats and opportunity profile. Basically, it's a process by which organizations monitor the relevant environment so to identify opportunities and threats which are affecting the business of taking strategical decision. Next comes ETOM analysis comprises of SWOT analysis and PESTEL analysis. Now, PESTEL analysis consists of political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal factors, and SWOT analysis consists of strength, weakness, threats, and opportunities. Now, let's start with SWOT analysis of Patanjali. Patanjali's strengths. Now, Patanjali founding father was Baba Ramdev. He was a Hindu spiritual guru who is the founding father of Patanjali. The spiritual guru serves as a brand ambassador and has used popularity and fame to persuade consumer to buy his product. Now comes pricing strategy. The products are priced at least 20-30 lower than of its competing rivals. Then Ayurveda and herbal. The natural elements that the brand has incorporated in its product line has given a competitive advantage over its rival. Next comes strong distribution channels. Over 15,000 Patanjali outlets are operating across India, which gives the brand strong distribution channel. Next comes word of mouth marketing. Patanjali has been utilizing word of mouth publicity. Patanjali was one of the very first brands to use this strategy. Next comes e-commerce. Patanjali has an e-commerce advantage over its competitors. A lot of its products are sold through e-commerce platforms. Next, let's talk about Patanjali's weakness. First is reliance on Baba Ramdev. The company relies heavily on Baba Ramdev. So this man is not only a business magnate but also a public figure. This guru has been in out of a lot of controversies. Because of it has been usually impact the company. Next is current pricing strategy. Patanjali needs to revise its current pricing strategy or else the company will fail to sustain itself. Next is excessive product offering. Despite having such a diverse product portfolio, only 5 or 6 products like shampoo, toothpaste generate high revenues. Next is low margin for distributors. Patanjali core focuses on volume and not on margins. It offers lower margins to distributors as opposed to other companies. Next is limited presence in international market. Patanjali is a brand that has international appeal thanks to its exotic outlook. Now let's talk about Patanjali's opportunities. It's a natural and herbal product. Number of people are switching to organic and natural products. The company should continue to promote its natural and herbal product. Next is global market. The global market provides a fertile ground for company like Patanjali. Spirituality or anything related to mysticism is popular among the inhabitants of Africa, Asia and the Middle East. Thanks to Baba Ramdev, the company has a direct association with yoga. Next, let's talk about food business. The brand can open quick restaurant like Haldiram and offer edibles that use natural and organic ingredients. Rural expansion. Currently, the company is not running extensive operation in the Indian rural area, which are critical for every company. It would be easier for the Patanjali to expand rurally as rural consumer prefer natural products that are affordable. Now let's come to Patanjali some of the threats. First, it's controversies. Patanjali has been its fair share of controversies. The severe blackish resulted in government inquiry. Many politician activists recommend banning the sale of the product. Next is its negativity About the publicity, the company faced a major crisis when the Nepal Department of Drug Administration issued a public notice to Patanjali stating that they had found some of its medical products to be substandard quality. Next is increase in competition. Companies like Marco, Hull and Dabur already give Patanjali tough competition. And the very last is poor harvest. The Indian farming community depends on the weather and the monsoon season to grow their crops and ingredients. Climate change can severely affect the production of major crops. This can endanger Patanjali that needs to create a backup plan if the country ever faces a natural disaster. Now, let's get a quick focus on Patanjali pestle analysis. Now, pestle analysis of Patanjali is a brand on its business tactics. Patanjali pestle analysis comprises of political, economic, social, technological, which impacts its business along with the legal and environmental factor. Now, what are some of the political factors? Government in India has never had a separate ministry for Ayurvedic medicine and research before 2014. In 2014, Ayush, the Ministry of Ayurveda, Yoga and Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, Sova Rigpa and Homeopathy was created, which promoted research of alternate medicine. Next comes the economic factor. Increasing inflation rate in India has been the main reason the Indian population is looking for cheaper alternative products. Patanjali is recognized as an affordable brand in the lower middle class and middle section and would like to remain same. Next comes social factor. Population around the world as a whole is becoming more health conscious. Patanjali is a brand which is Ayurvedic and here it's side effect free. The products are supposed to be healthier since they are modern and herbal. One more reason for people preferring Patanjali products is the rise in the lifestyle related issues. Next is technological factor. The biggest victory for Patanjali has been signing the transfer of technology from DRDO, which will be benefiting the people living in Leh since the technology will be used to make products from the berries grown in Leh. Now next come the legal factor. There are several laws that govern Patanjali and its functionings. There is also heavy penalty in case Patanjali carries out unlawful branding of its products just to reach out and attract more audience. Next comes the environmental factor. They make products like detergents which are biodegradable. The main aim is to provide the customer with natural form of product without much artificial interference. They also have invested in bio-research to improve the product range. Now, to conclude, all the above Patanjali pestle analysis highlights the various elements which impacts usually its business performance. So, this understanding helps to evaluate the criticality of external business factors for any brand. Thank you.